What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Drip Me Auto. On last week's episode, we fixed both of the quarter panel rust on this Miata. On this week's episode, we are going to be finishing the Bondo metal glaze and priming both sides. And then hopefully we can finally work on doing the body work on the rest of the car and hopefully get this thing all one color, which would be primer. But before that, all my material finally came in. Amazon came through finally, so I just want to go over what I got. So started off, I got my mask, my putty sheets. So these basically allow you to use these two products. You mix it up, put it on your panel, and you rip it, throw it away, and you have a clean sheet for the next panel. It's also very rigid and sturdy to hold, so it's not flopping around like cardboard would if you would use cardboard. These are also very cheap, so if you're ever using Bondo or anything, just go to a paint supply store and grab these. They're like 10 bucks. Got my body filler, my metal glaze. This is the finish putty that you use over this to kind of cover up any imperfection this leaves, like pinholes and whatnot. After you get done with that and get your stuff primered, you'd spray this on it. It's a guide coat. This basically allows you to sand over it. It doesn't clog up your sandpaper, and it'll show your highs and lows and get your panel flat as you can possibly get it. This is my blocking sandpaper. It's sticky back, so it sticks in my block set. I got 80, 180, 320. This is my blocking set I've had for a while, and I'm finally able to use it. I'm pretty excited about that. Then I've got my 6-inch hook and loop sandpaper for my DA. I got 80 all the way up to 800. Then I got my foam pad. You usually use this with higher grit sandpaper. It'll follow the curves of the body, like this little hump in the hood, which you probably can't see because this paint's crap. But it'll follow it and not eat into the edges and stuff. So next, I got my scuff pads. This is my red and gray. This is a little bit more abrasive than this stuff. This is more like a finishing, almost ready to paint. My tape. Got my weld through primer. I use this on the back of the rust panel. It basically just allows you some extra protection so there's not bare metal back there, and it's also supposed to stay on when you weld. My filler primer. So this is just for like small spots, so I don't have to mix up a whole thing of primer. Got my Rust-Oleum. Use that inside the cavity, hoping to stop some of that rust. My self-etching primer, use that on the bare metal. Mineral spirits, just use that to clean up. I read up on all my sanding disc for my angle grinder. I wish it had came in sooner because I ended up only using two discs. This was all I had left for the rust panels. So it made it go a little bit slower because they were just didn't have the abrasiveness. So I got my pumps. These pumps are for these two chemicals. So this is wax and grease remover, this is solvent base, and this is my water base. And both of these are used for each one. So the blue one's for the water base, the red one's for the solvent base. You use these right before you paint. You're cleaning up everything. You use the water base first to get like handprints and stuff off, and then the solvent last to get anything else off. And you'd use these towels. They're lint-free towels, and it's supposed to not leave anything on the paint or on the body. Just picks up everything with that. And then lastly, you got your tack cloths. This is like the final thing you do before you spray. My filler cups, my filters when pouring the paint. And then last but not least, good old faithful Harbor Freight paint gun. I'm just using this for primer, so don't flame me just yet. I'm looking to invest in a nicer paint gun for the base and clear coat. I'm still shopping around. I obviously don't need like an $800, $1,000 gun, but I do want something that's mid-grade, because I do want to spray this with a gun, my gun, not some friend's gun. I also want to spray my brown wagon, which is on the other side of that wall, and then the truck, the red truck. So I'm trying to invest in these tools so I can get that job done later on by myself, not borrowing anyone's tools. I don't really like borrowing people's stuff. I like to try to get it done on my own and not really bother people. So before we start on this body work, I do want to add, I got my shirt designed and printed, and it looks awesome. So if you're looking forward to that and you want to see it, wait till the end of the video. Don't skip through. Watch the good stuff, then see that at the end as a treat. Thanks. let's get on this bodywork now. Alright, so I've got it smooth, I've got it blocked, and I got my putty glaze on to try to get any of the pinholes. So next, we're going to move on to the rest of the car. But first, I need to get rid of these bumpers. Need to take the bumpers off. They're not staying. We got the KBD, so let's get to that. What the hell? Alrighty then. Alright, so we got both bumpers taken off. I want to start here on this quarter since it's down to bare metal and rusting. Just kind of want to see what we need to do, just start sanding and go from there. So let's get to sanding. What's up, guys? So last clip we were getting this quarter panel sanded, and then I ended up getting kind of sick and just stayed inside. If you could tell throughout the video and right now, my voice is really different and I'm congested, and I thought it was a cold, but it ended up being COVID. Got it from someone at work, so this video is going to be short because of that. But to finish it off, I would like to try to get this section primered and then hopefully the other section, but we'll see. But to do that, I need to get this belt molding off, so let's get to that. So with the belt molding removed, now we can get to that part that was really hard to get under and sand it out. So let's do that. So I've got all that sanded. I cleaned up this where the belt molding was. I removed the fuel neck and tried my best to sand in here. Also removed the opener. I sanded the trunk down, or boot. Removed the gas cap. And I guess my plan for now is I'm going to tape up here and just spray this quarter, spray in here, and just test out the primer, see how good I mix it up,
and then kind of go from there. For I just decided to do the whole ass end of this car. So let's get this primer mixed up and let's shoot this thing and see how it turns out. Well, I don't know how much of that I'll put in there, but I'm pretty sure I had this flipped when I pulled it over the car. So, yeah, that did not go swell. But it is taped up nonetheless, so let's go mix some primer. All right. Okay. All right. Here goes nothing. Coat 2, let's go. All right, 4th coat, last coat. So I've got a lot of leftover primer, so I figure since I've already got this prepped, we can clean this up, throw the rest of the primer on here until we run out. Number 2, let's try not to get the hose in the paint. All right, so we got 4 coats of primer on that, about 3 coats on that, and man, that little gun sprayed pretty good. There's a lot of trash in this paint, though, obviously from me not cleaning up the floor. Probably should have, but oh well. But I mean, I am pretty impressed, especially down here in my rust repair. I mean, it turned out pretty good. It probably needs to be blocked, but we can do that. And then the boot, I mean the deck lid, turned out pretty good. So I am pretty happy. Even though I've got COVID, we got something done. So now let's get all this paper off of it, and then we can see the new shirt. So let's do it. There we go. Now it looks a lot better with all that on there. You can kind of see the body. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. So now let me go get cleaned up, get changed, get the new shirt on, and let y'all see it. So here it is. This is the new shirt. I'll also put some pictures here for you to see it. My buddy Paul at Fox Designs killed it. He did such a good job with this design. If you need any kind of sticker work done, any graphic designing done, please hit him up. His information will be here. I'll also put it in the description for you to find. If you want to get one of these shirts, hit me up on Instagram. You can find it at the top right corner of my YouTube channel. I'll put it in the description. Also, here's a picture of it. Just message me on there and we can go from there. I really appreciate all the people that did buy a shirt. I was not expecting this much people. I had 50 plus orders in 2 days, which is nuts. So that made me happy. It was also a little overwhelming, but besides the point, thank you everyone who bought a shirt. I will get them to you the second I get them. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like it, leave a comment. Also, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and have a good night!